Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Monday, first trading day of the week, and tomorrow is Chinese New Year Eve, followed by two holidays in Singapore, which is Chinese New Year first day and second day. And I'll be taking a break also, but I'll be monitoring my portfolio as well. And today, why this video is update is also because I have a bigger than normal losing trade, right? Okay, because during the weekend I had some bad news about chips, right? In general, Nvidia gapped down a little bit and hit my stop loss. So instead of one trade loss, I actually had two trade losses just for Nvidia trade, and my KO also hit stop loss as well, right? But my portfolio didn't go down much because I have a super big winning trade that can cover the two losses, right? Okay, let's jump in and I'll show you more. Okay, so we are at my screen right now. Basically over here, overall my equity is still roughly around 4,870, dropped quite a bit, right, since my last update, but it's still quite okay in the sense that it didn't go down much, right? Especially previously 2 weeks ago I was around at that range also, right? Okay, but very importantly, I want to update you about today's three closing trades. The first one was Nvidia, which had a slightly bigger loss. It was estimated based on my risk management, right, should be around $20 kind of losses, right, thereabout, right? Okay, but it's more than, I think, double, right, to $44 of losses. And mainly that is also because the market gap, which I will show you later on for Nvidia, and KO hit my stop loss. But these two losses, if they added up, roughly $63, right? Okay, but this trade alone was able to cover the two losing trades, right? So I could have, in this case, you can see having two losing trades and one big winning trade can cover the two losing trades, right? And very importantly is especially like Nvidia could have been a normal loss, right? Normal trade loss instead of gapping against my stop loss. Then I will have overall made a profit despite having two losses and one win, right? Okay, yeah. So like I say, overall my running equity is still running profit is still around $68, right? New trade was done on Intel, right, on the short side. I reduced my risk because earnings is this week, coming 2 days or so, right? So I reduced my risk to take this trade as well, right? Just to show you Intel trade, right? Okay, over here, it has triggered, right, and also move. And if I didn't get it at the entry price, like I say, I will reduce my risk a little bit, right? Okay, so I didn't get it, so I just went in just now, so I reduced my risk quite a little bit. So if it does goes down, I still get a slightly bigger profit than normal, right, than my normal one trade loss, right? Okay, but if it does goes up, then yeah, I will lose, right? Okay, and even if it gap, maybe I'll lose a little bit more, but with my reduced risk, I will not lose so much, right? Okay, just like Nvidia, right? Let me show you Nvidia over here. It gapped quite a bit, right? Okay, almost hit my take profit level, which you can see over here, but it didn't. End up it gapped against me over here, past my stop loss, and I took a slightly bigger loss, right? Okay, compared with my stop loss, right? Okay, and that's the case for Nvidia and KO as well, right? Nvidia was a loss, so let me just put it here, right? Okay, and over here, KO is another one that hit my stop loss, right? After trigger 2 days later, it hit my stop loss. So normal stop loss, right? But good news is Meta open lower, right? Because of all the bad news, you can see Nasdaq is down 3% and even S&P is down 1%. But after market, it opened much lower than last Friday close, right? Okay, gap a little bit, but after that, it continued to move up, right? And hit my take profit zone over here, right? And you saw it is a much bigger profit, and that is also because I went in at a slightly better price also, right? Than my entry price, and that's why I got a much bigger profit as well, right? So getting a good price is important, and I always stress that if it didn't, based on my profit signal, I didn't get in at my entry price, I will reduce risk. But of course, if I can get in at a better price, I will use my normal risk and just go in, right? Okay, and in this case, I got a much bigger profit based on my normal risk, right? Okay, and that's why it was able to cover the slightly bigger loss on NVDA and also the normal loss on KO, right? Okay, so overall, 2 losses, 1 big win, right? And one of the losses from the 2 losses is slightly bigger loss, but my 1 big win is able to cover both of them, right? Okay, which is fantastic, right? Okay, and new trade on Intel, right? Okay, the rest remains to be seen. Quite a number of announcements going to make due date regarding my portfolio here. I'll be looking very closely how it works out, right? And that's all from me, right? And who knows, maybe it will go up, maybe it will come down, but even if it come down, I suspect it will just reduce my portfolio just down a little bit, and I'm very sure in the long run, once it continues to trigger my profit signal, I can still gradually gain the profits, like what I've shown you through the few months that I started recording this video, right? Okay, and like I said, because of the news through the weekend, because of the newly appointed president, right? Okay, in US, Donald Trump, right? And just a word from him, some implementation in terms of policies, and you can see Nasdaq is down 3%, and very seldom you see Nasdaq is down 3%. So today is especially a Monday, is considered quite a bit big downward move, even though it has started to recover quite a lot, right? Okay, previously it was down 4%, right? Okay, so over here there was once it was down 3.6%, right? In December, right? But now this time round is also roughly that same magnitude, right? Okay, so it doesn't happen a lot, right? But this time it does, right? We see how it goes, because normally after it does have a strong sell-off, typically the next few days it actually starts to go back up again, right? Okay, we see how it goes. And of course, because of this strong move down, right, I will remain more cautious in my own personal portfolio going forward for this week, especially it's Chinese New Year period. And hopefully you also stay the same, and your portfolio is also doing well, and may the profits be with you. And I'll see you in my next update. See you soon.
Hope you loved the video and learned something new from it. If you want to receive more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notification. And if you want to learn more about the trade to win formula that I use in my trades, click on the link or button around this video to join my next free online workshop. In the workshop, you'll learn everything from finding the best opportunities to making consistent winning trades in the markets. I'll see you on the inside.